Hello and welcome to Upendi. Following our last video on 10 things not to do on your first date, if you haven't watched the video, click the link on the right-hand corner. Today, we're bringing you 10 tips to make the other person fall for you on your first date. If you're looking for tips on how to create a great first impression and leave your date wanting more, you're in the right place. So without further ado, let's get started. Tip number 1, dress to impress. Your appearance is the first thing your date will notice about you, so make sure you've dressed appropriately for the occasion. Dressing up is a sign of respect and shows that you care about making a good impression. Choose an outfit that makes you feel confident and comfortable, and don't forget to pay attention to the details like your shoes and accessories. However, keep in mind that being comfortable is just as important as looking good. If you're not comfortable, it will show in your body language and may make your date feel uncomfortable as well. Tip number 2, plan a unique activity. Instead of just going to a standard dinner and a movie, plan a unique activity that will make your first date more memorable. Doing something unique can help to break the ice and create a relaxed atmosphere. It's also a great way to learn more about each other's interests and hobbies. This could be something like a museum visit, a cooking class, or a hike, but choose an activity that you are sure the other person will enjoy. Showing that you put effort into planning the date can make a big impression and demonstrate that you're interested in making the date special. Tip number 3, share stories about yourself. Everyone loves a good story, so why not share one or two with your date? Sharing a personal story can help you connect on a deeper level. It could be a funny anecdote from your childhood or a heartwarming experience you had while traveling. Sharing personal stories can help to break the ice and make the conversation more natural. However, it's important to remember that some topics may be sensitive or inappropriate, so try to avoid controversial topics like religion or politics. If the other person shares their own stories back, your date is on the right track. Tip number 4, compliment them. Everyone likes to be appreciated and admired, so find something you genuinely like about your date and let them know. Whether it's their outfit, sense of humor, or intelligence, a sincere compliment can go a long way. However, it's important to keep your compliments appropriate and not too over the top. A genuine compliment will make your date feel good, while a forced or insincere compliment can be off-putting. Tip number 5, show your sense of humor. Laughter is a great way to bond with someone, so don't be afraid to crack a joke or two. Just make sure your humor is appropriate and not offensive. Showing your sense of humor can also help to put your date at ease and make the conversation more relaxed. However, be mindful of your timing and avoid making jokes at inappropriate times. Tip number 6, be confident. Confidence is attractive, so show that you're comfortable in your own skin. Don't be afraid to speak up and share your opinions, but also be open to listening to theirs. Confidence can help you to appear more approachable and make your date feel more comfortable. However, it's important to remember that there's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. Make sure that you're confident without being overbearing or intimidating. Tip number 7, show your authentic self. While it's important to put your best foot forward on a first date, it's equally important to be true to yourself. Trying to be someone you're not is not only exhausting, but it can also lead to disappointment down the line. Instead, embrace your unique qualities and share them with your date. This could be anything from your sense of humor to your quirky interests or passions. By showing your authentic self, you'll not only attract people who appreciate and accept you for who you are, but you'll also feel more comfortable and confident on your dates. Remember, being yourself is always the best way to build genuine connections. Tip number 8, ask thoughtful questions. One of the best ways to show someone you're interested in them is to ask thoughtful questions. Ask about their passions, hobbies, and goals. This not only shows that you're interested in learning more about them, but it can also help to keep the conversation flowing. Avoid asking generic or surface-level questions, as these can lead to one-word answers and a lack of connection. Instead, try to ask open-ended questions that encourage your date to share more about themselves. Tip number 9, practice good listening skills. It's not enough to just ask thoughtful questions, you also need to practice good listening skills. Pay attention to what your date is saying, and respond with empathy and understanding. Make eye contact, nod along, and ask follow-up questions to show that you're engaged in the conversation. Good listening skills can help to create a deeper connection and make your date feel valued and heard. But do not feel obligated to agree with everything they say. Tip number 10, end on a high note. How you end the date is just as important as how you start it. Make sure to end the date on a high note by expressing your gratitude and showing your interest in seeing them again. You could say something like, "Thank you so much for tonight, I had a great time. I'd love to do this again sometime." This shows that you enjoyed their company and are interested in seeing them again in the future. Avoid ending the date on a negative note or leaving things up in the air. In conclusion, making the other person fall for you on your first date requires effort, but it's worth it if you're looking for a long-term connection. Remember to dress to impress, plan a unique activity, share a story, compliment them, show your sense of humor, be confident, be open-minded, ask thoughtful questions, practice good listening skills, and end on a high note. By following these tips, you'll increase your chances of making a great first impression and leave your date wanting more. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more relationship tips and advice. Comment and let us know how your first date experience was.